Hi, I'm U.S. Weather Analysis Dan Fleck, just about your 9 a.m. on your Tuesday morning. And this is just a Tuesday's Eastern discussion. And it's a Tuesday's Eastern discussion because in the past videos, what I went and I did is I discussed what was going on throughout the whole U.S. weather pattern. But what I forgot to kind of go through and explain was a storm that's come down with a trough, or should I say an energy piece that's coming down with the trough. And this is kind of going to be interesting because I said in the previous videos that when this comes down with the cold air, it's either going to tap to one of the two energies off the coast, the one energy off southern Maine or the one energy off around Virginia. So what I'm going to do is sit down and talk about the videos here and just show you some of the slides here that I'm kind of talking about. And this is the most recent GFS that just came out now. Let's kind of see it's just coming down with this piecing of energy, okay, around here. But this right here is the thing that really intrigues me because this is a separate piece of energy, okay? You have the trough already kind of tilting down, and you actually have still some energy already off the coast here, which means that, well, there's not really any energy up here off the coast of Maine, but you got some energy down here, and that kind of makes for an interesting setup on the models over the next frame. Because now what starts to happen is this storm starts to strengthen, or this little bit of energy starts to strengthen. This here off the coast starts to gain more momentum. The trough is still breaking, and you talk about this storm becoming more widespread in precip, very light precip, very light accume. It's in one of the very lightest precip totals for the 6-hour runs, so it's very light. So the chances are very slight, but what I am kind of more looking to is the setup of it, not as much as the precip, but as the setup, because if you have a great setup, well, then that precip, then you know without even looking at the models, is going to occur. But if you don't have the setup, you kind of know what's going to happen as well. But like I said, if you kind of look here, you have this piece, and the storm continues to get closer to the coast. Now, on the third frame here, it was kind of discouraging because I was trying to actually get the same slide on. I couldn't, so I had to go to the NCEP site to actually get this off of here, and it's a little hard to see, but I'll try to highlight it for you. But now the energy pieces, okay, are getting closer. The jet is now even closer to the coast. I mean, it's literally right up against New Jersey, right against Virginia. This energy piece becomes even bigger, and it is really close to this piece in North Carolina. And you almost say to yourself, gee, you know, this is a guaranteed setup here. And I'll tell you what, if it comes together, there's going to be a little surprise, I think. But initially, it doesn't seem right, and it doesn't seem quite there yet. But I mean, if we do look at the models, though, once this piece moves off the coast, connects with a low down here, and that moves up the jet to then bring a pretty big snowstorm up throughout the northern Maine areas. So what I summed up kind of to show you guys was that there's energy coming down with this trough today and tomorrow. By Thursday, Friday, there appears to be a little bit of some precip or energy that's going to keep shifting on that lowest and most tilted layer of the trough. And when that moves off the coast, that's going to tap in with either that Virginia or southern Maine energy. On the 6E GFS, it wanted to tap with this other energy. So it's going to be very interesting to see which scenario picks up. Now, as for the dynamics of things, see, this would be a Miller B type of situation where you have the energy come down and it transfers and forms a bomb off the coast. The problem with this is you're still seeing kind of the less of cold air and more of your warmer air, still kind of unbalanced. Miller B type of situation is when you have cold air and warm air wrapped in each other, and the storm can really start winding up and gaining a lot of precipitation on it, and that's just not what's happening here. So it's kind of discouraging if you want a snowstorm. But again, folks, if you want flurries, snow showers, northern Maine, a few inches, I mean, this isn't a no-show, but it sure could be a lot more than what it appears to be now, and that's an understatement. It could really be something big. This is definitely the type of situation that I would really watch to the last minute, only because it really seems to be very, very closely monitored here. Um, the models 2 days ago had the transferring energy actually just up here throughout Canada, and there was nothing broken out separately around here. A day ago, yesterday, we had energy, forming off the coast of southern Maine here and giving Maine a good snow. And now we're talking about an energy piece coming down across the southern mid-Atlantic and connecting with something off the coast, okay, Virginia. So it's really playing around with what it wants, but again, I mean, this is going to have to be one of those things that you're going to need to just last-minutely look at. I mean, what do I see for the mid-Atlantic? No more than a few flakes or a shower or snow shower. What do I see as you go more north? Probably a lot more in ways of a couple inches in Maine, like I said. So again, folks, that'll be it for just your Tuesday's Eastern pattern discussion. If we go on through the day and the models start to confirm this maybe Virginia or North Carolina coastal transfer, and it starts kind of heaping up a little bit, I might tag along and update you guys. But as for right now, we're still not there in wintertime where you have both the cold air and warm air on the same level, and that's why things can't wind up. But again, we're really going to have to see what this does. So that's a wrap for your 9 o'clock a.m. Tuesday weather pattern discussion. I'm Andrew Fleck, and I'll talk to you guys either later tonight or tomorrow. Have a nice one.